Greetings. Okay, I'm going to start a new have a new format. So I'm recording this earlier. That's why I see a little bit brighter because the window's up in there. So yeah, so I'm going to upload this later as I usually do because so used to that time. I'll stream it, live stream. So where else am I going with all that? That's about it. Well, yeah, how I record this, I'm going to do it a different way too. Right now, I'm just, this is the last minute put together. So I have no real subject matter to go into. I was going to leave it open. Well, the reason for this, yeah, because I am getting more tired at night because I've changed environments. I'm just getting more, usually I just answer questions and do the video. And but now I have more, more space than I did before. So this is a little bit it's a little bit better. So I don't necessarily have to do it like that anymore. So it's a good change. I'm going to be changing a lot more other things over time, just little by little. So that's good. So another thing I was going to do here, we'll see how this goes. It's going to be kind of like the class I'm doing, the college class or the mystery school. Of course, I'm not doing a lot of channeling beings. Well, I'm channeling, but not, it's different. More conscious channeling. So here I have a little bit more energy. I don't know what's going on. My energy just keeps shifting. It's been going on for a while. Like I do the late night channelings. It's like it's strange. It's been going on for about a month. It's ever since I got here. I don't think it's been like that before. Sometimes, but it's showed up more now. So the cats are looking out the window. So quiet, and I turn down the background. So oh yeah, we'll do what we normally do. Just for an update, which I have no update. Sort of. Avatar.com, we have 5 sessions. Oh yeah, shop here. Well, see how it's not much different than yesterday. I'm on the 7th, or I think I'm on the 13th, something like that. Same situation here with the webinar. Sign up. Social network, behind the scenes, and mystery school. So yeah, I'll do. Yeah, I'm going to. It's good to switch things around, not too much. I'm still going to do the daily uploads, but it should be. I mean, who knows? I might have to record these in the morning. Who knows? We'll see how things go. So I'm going to continue on Atlantis energy, but as I said, I'm going to leave it open at the same time. So subject matter, like in the, I just got monetized again for YouTube after demonetizing myself. Actually, I got approved finally. I got demonetized by YouTube, and I got reapproved, and I was really tired, and I hit the wrong button, and I demonetized myself. So yeah, I'm not doing really well. So you're welcome for that. So yeah, so only like a few next, anyway, long story on that. Just yeah, doing too good there. All right. Okay, what are we doing here? So hopefully the audio is working. I didn't quite check that. Yeah, I think we're all right so far. Oh, it's not working. Okay, that's a fail. Okay. All right. Yeah, Atlantean energy. To recap from yesterday. Obviously, you can overload on your channeling energies. Wear yourself out. I should know that one pretty good. Which I don't recommend to anyone. But yeah, the Atlantis energy is about them being like the elite. I don't think the channelings went into that. I talked about it. Just to recap, just real quick, I did like a conscious connection of that. I just felt an apparition here talking to me. Just on that. Didn't go to anything else really. I felt reptilians screwing around. That's where all the occult energies, of course, you have the occult. That's how they talk to each other with their symbols because they can't show themselves. So, which makes sense, right? So you have a company that shows up out of nowhere with a symbol on it. It's like no one ever heard of these people. What is it? All of a sudden it becomes popular or whatever. And not saying all the groups, all the occult groups talk to each other. So, but they have a symbol that kind of talks, that tells you something about who that is or something like that. Well, at least if they have a symbolism connected to their company, it is, it's how they speak to each other. Let's put it that way. So, I felt Sirius. Of course, Atlantis comes from Sirius. So, yeah, this new format is going to work out pretty good. So I can do it in the morning or afternoon, evening, and not myself out. So, all right. And whoever else is unknown, we'll just connect to different energies, and hopefully it's for the highest good of humanity. It is the highest good for humanity, but hopefully some of the information is worthwhile to somebody at least. So, all right, blessings. Greetings. Your Atlantean energies. Yes, there is esoteric messages. Well, it's basically like images that go to the mind. Also heal much of your third dimensional aspect. Because we realize beings use the symbols to keep themselves in the fourth dimension. Beings in the fourth dimension, to keep themselves there is to keep your reality going. So, of course, they're going to have symbols, they're going to have gas, they're going to have appliances, they're going to do whatever they can to sell you this reality. All, as you know, most of what you're living, the pop culture, the music, is to keep you in third dimensional reality. Obviously, many of you are disconnecting from that, which makes other beings a little bit agitated, other beings very happy. So, yes, the spell of this reality is growing a lot of holes in it. And it will continue to do so as many want to go forward with it to break down this reality altogether, to see truly through it. Now, some are seeing the symbols but not understanding what to do with it. But many of you have a higher dimensional knowledge about you, and you can decode this reality, whereas the reality is not as strong as it used to be. It's like even with you decoding it, like a symbol, for example, it can be a building, it can be a company, and it's like you figure it out, or what you are destined to understand. Because if you're connecting to a symbol, we'll just use that for example, and you're getting more of its hidden meanings, that shows that that symbol is no longer going to have power here as it used to. Especially when you share your findings with others, others deprogram themselves over time. And the earth shifts into a different dimension. It no longer has, it's like taking the training wheels off your reality. It's of course up to you where this goes. This is why this awakening is so important. But it's always up to the humans here. We put the information out. You take it or leave it. It's nothing we can do about that. It actually happened during the Bible times of putting information out, and some took it and become more psychically aware, and they are here now. And others said no and went into more of a physical reality. So there's always been, you hear about the story of light and dark, but what about physical and non-physical? Not to say there's a war between the two, but there's a difference between them both, as you can see. But a non-physical is here to heal the physical, but also as parts of the non-physical that cause a lot of difficulties, as many of you know. Yes, of course, that's why your world is the way it is. to heal these black holes, to heal all this realm of the unseen. Or yes, where you can look up and see an alien being looking right at you. Not necessarily when you get out of bed. That's a little bit startles, but obviously some just do it anyway because they have no idea you're going to see them to begin with. So is this a new revelation you're going into? A new awakening, a dawn of a new age that's going to be unlike anything you've ever experienced before. This is decoding reality. And how to do it is, first off, knowing that you can do it. And over time, third dimension becomes less of a physical force. It will have physicality, but its strength won't be as strong as it used to be. And also more of your intuitive abilities to connect to the Earth's frequency. And you just know things out of nowhere. You just have a knowing. That's what many of you are working for, correct? Just a knowing of other realms, realities. Remember your lifetimes, your other families, on other realities, other versions of Earth, wherever it needs to go. Yes, this world, of course, has been hijacked, but for a very good reason, to make the soul better, to bring all worlds like this are allowing flaws to happen. Other planets, they put a sense of knowing where you can avoid your flaws. You'll still have flaws or not, like it is here though. It toned everything down so you can make as many mistakes as possible, which makes this world very difficult, but also useful at the same time. So it's what really brings the soul into its higher essence. One of the ways is doing something you don't want to do. You'd be surprised how strong your soul gets with that. Especially many of you are forced to go to work. It's like, I don't want to do this, but you have to do it to survive, right? Well, your soul strengthens on so many levels. Yes, it might be hell. Yes, it might be prison in some regard, but it's also making you more aware. It's doing a lot of things there. Obviously, some would say, I don't want to justify that. And we understand, but we believe many of you will see, it's like, yeah, I'm not really liking where I'm going, but I am growing into you don't always notice how you're growing. You're not necessarily need to, because you're in the middle of your growth spur. You don't really have to see it. And if you don't look back at your past, like, wow, I'm a different person I was back then, you might not see it as different. Some of your future humans, or even those around you now, will look at the past like, wow, I'm so much different now, but I'm so much better at the same time. So you can see, yes, this planet is like a necessary evil. All of this is a necessary evil. It's like a sharp knife, but to sharpen yourselves, as many of you know. And yes, you probably have heard this before, but really discovering what that means doesn't always have to make any sense currently. Before, it's not supposed to always make sense. The mystery of the earth is mystery just to let you know there's other worldly connections out there. But obviously they don't work here. The ancient ruins of your planet, of sites, it's just not the same on purpose. It's like they failed. You can say a lot of them failed here, yes. But also they're growing here at the same time. It grows. A lot of alien beings came here for they didn't need to work on themselves, and sure enough, they found out they did. So it's just a deep connection here that's necessary. You're going to see things differently in your future time, we feel, of just why all this had to happen. Why is it just answers? Yes, answering your own question, which is quite all right. So it's just, once again, not everything can be answered. It's not intentional. No, not that you have not earned it yet. It's just some receive it, but don't always believe it. And so forth. But yes, there's a major soul growth here. Well, you're also understanding the beings that control your planet, meaning that you will confront them eventually. Some of you will. And this world is preparing you for knowing. Yes, because they're not going to hide forever. They do want to make themselves seen when the time is right. Obviously, they don't want to do so because they want to justify that they're correct and connect to their vibrations. They don't want you to know that they're here. Obviously, many of you are aware, but you're not fully aware, like all the details. Well, in time, that will change. Greetings to you. We are Syrian consciousness. Yes, many of our light ships are very connected to your earth, your skies. We connect to the mountaintops to regenerate your earth's vibration. We connect much to the moon to clear a lot of the reflections that are causing the emotional reflections are coming off the moon, coming off your planet. A lot of the emotional reflections, some of them are engineered to cause weather storms and weather anomalies. You think that your harp is a part of it, somewhat. But what if we can take someone's emotion or an alien's emotion and create a storm here and use as the moon as a weapon to shoot it off into the world? Like you feel the storm's energies, you feel the aggression that's coming of it. Whose aggression is that? So yes, there's another layer of reality they're going to be dissecting. Yes, it's going to be a deeper look into your world, especially the Earth's core. As some of you are very integrated into the Earth's core and don't even know it. Wonder why you're having the dreams that you do, what your astral realms, can be quite intense or not remembered at all. Some of you, yes, your astral realm, this Earth is in another position, somewhere completely different. So there's a lot of soul searching, warning deep within that's going to start awakening over time. Seeing your elites. Now, some of your elites, the reason we bring it up is some of them are making themselves known. And it's up to the human to see it, but also to connect with it. Well, to heal it, that you can take your world back. Of course, if you want it back. I believe many of you are looking for a different reality altogether. But it's basically showing the universe you can take care, your people can take care of your world better than how it is today. And to do that, you can say is on a psychic level. I mean, obviously, many are getting energy attacks and not thinking as they could. Due to a lot of the human consciousness here, a lot of humans here are still, they get brainwashed into thinking this is all that there is. So they block the astral realm for some people, at least for the memories of it, because they want to keep you physical. So if you have someone that's unaware of all the spiritual work, the spiritual dimensions, other people here are known to cloud that, to keep them in this maze. Yes, psychic power or spiritual power is a mystery. A mystery that we believe many of you are here to solve. So yes, the reason why these broadcasts are at a different time is just a different energy field. It also shows, yes, a deeper connection. Well, what is necessary for right now? Obviously, many of you know there's much more we can be saying, but we don't. There's a great deal, but we don't. But you know it. I believe you hear us speak. Yes, high vibrations, this and that. It's like, what is all this? Well, it's done for a reason. It is saying that we can't tell you everything else for now. Well, it's like the cliffhanger to the show, the movie that's about to play, the preview, but you're getting a bunch of cryptic messages instead on purpose. So, yes, in your realms or your realm, you will pick up on, yes, downloaded knowledge that will shift your reality completely. That's what you're working towards. As you know, like one word can change your whole life. For example, you're hired or you're fired. Two common words, or I love you or don't love you. Those are pretty, that can change things. And so forth. So yes, little details that now for your next phase, obviously there's not going to be made known, but there's yes a few words that can shift this reality to a whole different direction altogether. That's what you're working for or working towards. Basically, so you can just have more enlightenments here, and you will, at least on a spiritual level. Us alien beings here physically, well, the idea is to elevate your frequency to us. So you become more aware. Yes, that level has not quite opened up incredibly yet. No, it will. It is time to, yes, self-reflect, but also, yes, connect to the cosmos. Because, yes, there's a lot of conflicts here, a lot of elite beings that feel your world is incompetent, as you already know that probably. But there is a greater knowledge here that you can feel but don't always see. Of course, in society itself, it's greater knowledge too, just by going by these patterns that are constant. Well, it's just the same life over and over again, or the same routine. You go to work and do the same thing over and over again. That in your future will be extinct. So right now, many are going through more freedoms. Like, oh, what do I do with myself? I have all this freedom now. Especially many were going through that last year. It's like some people want free time, but they don't know when they get it, they don't know what to do with it. A lot of that's just you don't have to figure out anything, just be. And many have done that. It's funny when you're just being, you'd be surprised who you meet. Might meet a friendship, a relationship, and sometimes they have to do nothing. Sometimes just slowing down is all that is necessary. Obviously, many slowed down, didn't see anything. Most likely it was time, not time yet. Well, because many here want a higher frequency relationship. And you can't accomplish that at this level of Earth's energy. So this is why there is some patience, but it doesn't mean that's the end of the world, meaning that doesn't mean you're not going to meet anyone. So it's just, yes, being really matters. Atlantean frequencies of, yes, elitist energy, yes, is a controversial connection, but yes, very true. Well, it's true because there's more to the story that's been brought up so far. A deeper energy that it's hard to imagine sometimes. So. But we leave you be at that. So blessings to you on your incarnation process.